Clear the track, pace quickens, green flag is green flag. 500 is underway from Las Vegas with Schmidt grabbing the lead.
He's losing it right now, Bob.
At the line, but look at Mark Dismore go to the inside, battling wheel to wheel with Sam through second corner down the backstretch, and Dismore has the lead as we're on board with Sam.
We got a spin in turn 2, and there's a yellow coming out right now. That's Donnie Beechler, spun out in turn 2 but didn't hit anything, so this won't be a long yellow.
Caution is coming out as the field comes down and crosses the line, and another crash up in the fourth corner. That's Stefan Gregoire, who is headed in the right direction, but we have another car up on top of the racetrack that looks like Scott Harrington is the other car that involved. There's the Certainteed car up against the wall in turn number 4. Replays. First of all, here is the Beechler incident up in turn 2.
Here's Donnie spinning down low, not collecting anybody.
Looks like he just got down on the grass, maybe a little bit low with a lot of traffic in the second corner. Did a loop. Now, as the field moved around toward the fourth corner, as the caution flag was out, we had more trouble.
And again, Scott Harrington down here really low on the racetrack, might have dropped a wheel, just barely missing Stefan Gregoire, and Stefan missing him.
And there was the contact with the wall that Harrington had, so there is damage, and the left front is flat. Harrington is out of the race car.
Jack has pretty good right now, so it's different for each team. Some teams are better.
And a caution on the racetrack, and this time it's
Willie T. Ribbs.
A little bit more than just a spin, as we have hard wall contact by Willie T. Ribbs here in the tri-oval area, just off of turn number 4.
Tell us what happened.
That was quite a hard,
it was.
Hard knock. You know, at the end of the day, it's about seat time in any sort of racing car, and if you don't get the seat time, you're suddenly brought into a competitive situation. The adrenaline starts to pump, and you try and live with these guys without you've had the time in the car, and there you go. It was fairly elementary, I think.
So he wasn't prepared enough then?
Or an equivalency to bridge a period of time when the two leagues will come together.
And we have a crash here on the tri-oval part of the racetrack, and so we'll get back to conversation with you in just a moment. It appears to be Scott Goodyear who has crashed.
A lot of people are not out there testing, whereas Eddie Cheever, who's run so strongly in the opening part of this race...
Oh, somebody's hit a wall, looks like.
Back at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, Johnny Ensor has brushed the wall in turn number 4. Not a hard hit by any means. Car hasn't even stopped yet. There was just an incredible amount of traffic moving through turns 3 and 4, and I think Johnny was trying to be too courteous and got up in the loose stuff and couldn't keep it away from the wall. Here's a replay, and look at this huge traffic jam up in the third and fourth corners.
You see him right there. He's in the gray, and he can't stop it. He can't stop the car from going in the wall because he's hitting the gray, he's hitting the marbles, the stuff that comes off the tires and flies off the line. And it feels like ice when you hit the gray and the marbles. But at least he didn't hit it very hard.
And Unser out of the car under his own power, so he's okay. The cleanup crew is right there.
To Texas Speedway with it all still to do.
And I think we've just gone to green again.
And this one is going to park, guys. 3 cars.
Dismore just went up in the sky there a little bit because he rode.
And a car down at the bottom of the racetrack, and 2 of them on the racing surface. Billy
John Hollinsworth.
Boat is involved along with Dismore.
And John Hollinsworth was involved in that too.
Boat and Dismore we see getting out of their cars.
Billy Boat is limping. Of course, he had problems last year when he crashed in New Hampshire and he broke his leg.
Tire temperatures and the pressures are not necessarily there, and so you get in traffic this sort of incident again. Now it looks as though they were trying to avoid a slow running Greg Ray there, and that's what pushed everyone up further up the banking, and that's when they started tangling. But that was a big accident.
Yeah, I think we agree, Chris. I suspect it wasn't Hollinsworth trying to avoid Greg Ray, but I suspect Billy Boat lifted and Hollinsworth hit him at the back. Unfortunate, it's Hollinsworth's birthday week. He was 29 on Thursday, so that's not a very good present. Billy Boat, track record holder, so there you go. And Dicemore well up there, you know. Dicemore is...
These guys might be in a good position to really take over, you know, the dominance of the Oldsmobile Aurora next year.
And another car is in the fence in turn 4. And that appears to be Donnie Beechler, who spun on the opening lap and survives until lap 124 when the Big Daddy's barbecue sauce car comes in contact with the turn 4 wall. And man from Springfield, Illinois, there he is running all by himself, Ari, and just lost it.
That's right. Nothing really seems to be going on with the car or anything. Maybe just the car being loose for him anyway, behind other traffic, making it worse. And just lost it on his own.
As I was saying, a young man from Springfield, Illinois, who grew up on the dirt tracks in the Indiana and Illinois area. As you indicated early in the race, he is coming off a win at the 16th Street Speedway in Indianapolis, which is a quarter-mile dirt track. But Donnie loves to drive race cars, regardless of where it is or what kind it is. And unfortunately, his day has come to a premature end here this afternoon.
While you were away, Davey Hamilton hit the wall. He crashed. His race is run. Let's rejoin the action in Las Vegas at the Motor Speedway.
Yeah, let's see if we can...
Scott Sharp goes to the inside. And touches, slightly touches that side pod of Davey Hamilton's car. You can see the tire mark right there. And it doesn't take much of a touch to send you off into the gray and into the wall. Here's another replay slow-mo. And he slides up the track, Scott Sharp does, and touches Davey Hamilton.
Coming into this race, Davey Hamilton was 5th in the point standing, so again, a contender for the championship. 13 were mathematically still eligible to win the championship as we enter this event. There's the contact between Scott Sharp and Davey Hamilton that sent Davey up into the wall.